You are now listening to a new episode of Man ShutUp. I am WallyWorld. Check this out. Season 3, episode 26. It's been a minute. It's really been a minute. And I gotta speak to my people. You know we gotta do this right. Q, what it do? Yes, sir. Man, it's been a while, boy. Shy, what is happening? Hey, Thanksgiving get ready to come up real soon. It's a lot of things that we really have been doing where we could take this long break. I want to first go ahead and congratulate everybody, but before I do that, Mika, what we doing, baby? Hey, yo, is ham? Turkey? What we doing? Hen? All right, whatever. The title of this one is, You Mad? See, listen. Right now, we had to take a hiatus because a lot of things that was happening, changing in people's lives. And as we was changing in our lives, we was also giving each other kudos. I want to say, Q, I want to go ahead and congratulate you for getting that job, that good promotion, my boy. Hey, boy, let me tell you right now, boy, you went from ashy to classy now. Meanwhile, Shot over here, dropping on his knee, proposing. Hey, congratulations to that, man. You know what, man? Ain't nothing like black love, my boy. And meanwhile, this lady right here, let me tell you about this lady right here. So this lady think that she just gonna go out there and just go buy her a brand new car and then get it wrapped and think that nobody was gonna know it in the parking lot, in the driveway, right? Hey, I salute to that. You doing your thing, girl. You be proud. Back to you mad. Right now, meanwhile, me, you see, I mean, these people can see, but I mean, yeah, I chopped the hair off, you know what I'm saying? It was time to let the dreads go. Of course, I've changed jobs myself and doing different things on my own. Got bigger goals to fry. But I want to go ahead and get to the topic at hand while we already at 2 minutes. You mad? See, listen, I want to go ahead and say this, you mad, because I'm not taking it from Plies at all. This mad right here is more so. You notice as the way the generation is now and the society is now, as a man, you can't just be a damn man. You can't talk with no type of aggression. It's deemed as being angry. It's deemed as being misogynistic. It's deemed as being narcissistic. You know what? These words were taught so much this year. I am glad that people are now opening up the book, but even if they open up the book, they're still saying these shit's wrong, and it's really, really irking me. It seemed like, you know, just the path of everything going on and going on. You know, somebody say narcissistic, now everybody uses it now. They don't even give a damn what it's about. You know what? I want something from McDonald's. You narcissistic. Like that word is getting so drained out, and that just show you how ignorant we are. But meanwhile, nah, you're just mad. You mad because whenever a guy comes to a situation where he ain't got to deal with your bullshit, now all of a sudden, no, it's something wrong. Nah, I want to speak on that. Because see, I'm sitting around these men right now and everybody's doing big things. Meanwhile, they asking these same fuck niggas to just give $20 to the situation that they created. It's kind of crazy though, right? Like we can't have any preferences or any choices. You know what? We're the main ones that hear all the preferences. You gotta be 6'4", my nigga. You gotta be 250 pounds, my nigga. You gotta drop dick all the way to their esophagus, nigga. You gotta have 3 cars. You gotta have your credit right. You gotta have all this. Listen, we hear about all this broke shit, but let me explain something. Can I explain something to y'all right quick? Why I go to you mad? Meek, I need you to sit down on this one. You might want to. Because we see a bunch of broke bitches too. Now y'all know me. There's a difference between a woman, a lady, a thought, a bit. We all got turned out right, because you know it's different between a nigga, a baby daddy, and a real man, right? Like, I mean, ain't that where I go? I just want to put myself in that too, if I could. And see, normally I say big, but see, no, we got to make it really, 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 really technical, because we see a bunch of peasantry vibes. Especially the guys that are really trying to do something for themselves, the ones who didn't put themselves in bad situations. You know what? Even the ones who haven't put themselves in bad situations neither, we start seeing mental issues. We start seeing things start to crumble. We start seeing people run away. We start seeing a whole bunch of shit whenever that pressure get put on them. But you know what's so crazy? That we the ones that's got to do all the chasing. We the one got to apply the pressure. When we apply the pressure, I'd say, man, you know what? When they say pressure breaks diamonds, some of you motherfuckers is nothing but just corroded rocks. Can I say that? I don't give a damn about what you got. I don't give a damn about none of that. See, everybody didn't hype people up so much that now a man can't just really sit back and just tell what's going on so we can fix these things. And you know what's so crazy? That's one thing men have, is equality. Most men are natural problem solvers, but the way the society go now, you can't solve a problem. It's the same way you can't solve a problem in the workforce. Thus me getting the fuck on. You can't solve no issues. And see, they use a lot of that work shit and bring it to the crib. And now you find yourself going to work 2 times. You know what? Think about it, fellas. You know you got 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of work, and then 8 hours of being in the house. That's 16 hours of just trying to make your way. Oh Lord, don't let them degrees start piling up. And now most of them gonna say, oh, you mad because you just mad because I got these degrees and I got this. No, but listen, let me explain. I didn't already say this before. Dudes don't give a damn about how much money you make. I've already said there's a lot of women at McDonald's or in any other job that's getting married. But I noticed that the way the success rate, the higher it goes, the worse it gets. And I wonder why. Those are the ones that are not really happy because they cannot take themselves out of workforce mode. You mad? I ain't mad, I'm good. Because one thing that my father used to tell me, he used to say, you know what, I tell people all the time, you know, I could do this for a long time. And what I mean by doing this for, I didn't understand it at first, but then I realized that you could do it for a long time because as long as I'm not getting the things that I need to make this even, I could sit here for a long time. I ain't got to settle for that. Maybe because in past lives or maybe in current lives, you are finding yourself settling because that time clock is tick, 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 ticking in your head. It ain't gonna tick it for a dude. It ain't ticking for me. Because at the end of the day, I know my worth too. I been knew my worth while you was trying to grab yours. That's the situations that most of us men that are really doing something, standing on our 10 toes are doing right now. It's not the fact, and you know what's so crazy? When you start saying that you have your preferences in order and you have things that you are trying to accomplish and you have dreams and goals, now all of a sudden you're everything under the book. You everything under the book. You're homosexual all of a sudden because you don't like females. No, we don't like the qualities and traits just as much as y'all say y'all don't like ours. We get to a point that we say, you know what, success is better than sitting there being stuck in something. Because we see those same men who are stuck in shit and they just looking at us with the face like, don't come over here. Yeah, we see them. The ones that are really not happy, the one that say it's cheaper to keep. But let me go ahead and tell you right now, it ain't no cheaper to keep no damn body. You know why? Because I can't wait to see this settlement with Kanye and Kim Kardashian. I bet you Kim Kardashian is about to break the bank because it's cheaper to keep them. Right, Q? Mika, am I making sense? You mad? You talk with a little aggression, all of a sudden they say, no, you're mean. No, I'm not. I'm for real. And because you've been manipulated a lot of times in your life, does not mean I have to do this to you and be next. I see it all the time, the guys who really are just standing up and just really speaking from a good place. And the way these people just be up in their comments talking so much cash-ish. But meanwhile, they'll just sit there in misery, keep talking about the same fuck niggas over and over and over and over and over and over again. I always thought that was insanity. Don't you think so, Shot? Because we already have explained to everybody that is like the Albert Einstein way of communication. If you do the same things over and over, looking for a different result, only to receive the same result will be considered insanity. And I keep saying that. And for some reason, I keep seeing insane motherfuckers every chance I get. Doing the same exact shit, wanting a different result. Not willing to change, not willing to understand that maybe, just maybe, I ain't getting myself right. And for the ones, and we're not talking about the ones who know how to run. No, that's different. Cause see now, we want to separate things because nobody know how to compartmentalize things in their lives. So now they want to just cram it all together. That's why it's so confused to find out who's who. And really it's not. It's the fact that watch the person who's doing things differently and you'll probably get something else. But no, we can't adjust because you know what, people have flooded our brains with bullshit that they just sit there and keep telling like, oh, you're just the most amazing in the world. You're so beautiful. You're so fine. Oh, girl, I do this. And it just blows their heads up. It's the same way with guys. The fact of the matter is the same thing. You see so many dudes that ain't here, got a pot to piss in and shit, waiting to stay up in their crib, waiting to drive their car. And meanwhile, you know what? They get it all because why? Because everybody's under the same illusion of fuckery. You mad? I ain't gotta take that. You know, they made a movie of The Matrix and they gave you 2 options. I chose the other one because I realized that I had to take what someone taught me. You know what, speaking of talking and talk, You know what's so crazy that I realized that a lot of times our counterparts don't understand what we go through until they get sons themselves. They see the little fast ass girls that now hitting their son's phone up and they say, these fast ass girls are outrageous. Like your age group wasn't being fast as hell too. And only you could identify that because you knew exactly the shit you were doing. Oh no, baby. You know what? It always doesn't hit until it hits in your home. Now all of a sudden it's realistic and it makes sense. No, it's been making sense from the beginning of time. You mad? Now you sit there and think about that guy in the past who gave you that hard pass and said, nah, I'm kind of cool on that. Nah, the one who didn't call you back this time. And all of a sudden now you say, no, it's so many other niggas that'll do exactly what you do. They sure did. I see a lot of them. They sure did, and they put you in misery too. Yo, yeah, they effed your life up. And you know what? We have to sit back and be like, God. No hate here. We just be so disappointed. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just go on a limb and say it, because see, we as guys, we put ladies on certain platforms and certain pedestals, and we say that person ain't supposed to be in that position. It's not that we hate it and we disgust it. We just say, they're not supposed to be in that position. I hate that for them. We really do have empathy. But we ain't gotta take your bullshit now all of a sudden because you done took 13 L's. No, I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna be that guy. Cause see, one thing about it is that you can't ask for protection and leadership and all that and don't wanna do that. And let me explain something, cause see, I know this is a big thing in this society now. I'm not gonna say that S word. Mika, we talked about this off the record. But at the same time, submissiveness just means just allowing a man to do his thing and just see what he does. Being able to understand him, being able to understand that he's not like the dude before you and the dude before you and the dude before you, because that's what the hell y'all want us to do. I'm not that bitch. I'm not your ex. We're not your ex neither. Wipe your slate clean. I've always said these things. Sometimes they just mad because no one is really paying them any attention. I've seen the same exact over and over statuses, dog. We seen them already. We fucking seen them already. And we have now ignored them. It's just like a Jehovah's Witness. You might catch me one time at the door, but if you keep knocking every Saturday, knocking on my damn door, I'm probably not gonna answer it. I think I'm gonna look out the window now and I'm gonna act like I'm no longer home. And I got 15 cars in the driveway. You mad? See, why can't we speak like this and keep it 100? See, one thing I want to say is I want to blame the counterparts, because when there was male mental health, you let the whole people flood in with all their type of issues, which is good. But then you have the same ones like I just described earlier that they'll just put themselves in a group. Some dudes really are going through a lot of things and making themselves out. Some are fighting daily. But then you just add the ones in because he mad because his baby mama won't call him back. That's totally different. You mad because he didn't quit 2 jobs. No, that's totally different. There are certain things that we just can't fight, and there's certain things that we can't fight. We're just being lazy to do so. Why can't I not speak up on that? Why I can't do that? Nah, never mind. You mad? Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad to the fact that, you know what, it made this life way easier for the ones. Now it's equal opportunity all across the board. Now it's kind of hard to find the people who really do have those things, that those good qualities and those good characteristics. Because now we have been deeming ourselves for everybody to be perfect when we know it ain't no perfect. We know it ain't. I don't understand. You want to explain why I know? And you don't know why I know that this world is crazy? Because people know that we're not perfect, and then you can tell people we are talking around saying people are 10s. How? How, Sway? How? Now, do you know how the world messed up? That everybody, I'm a 10, you're a what? That's perfect. You don't see yourself 8 or a 9, and if you say a 7 or a 6, boy, you are really being disrespectful. That's crazy, right? Has anybody ever thought about that? No, you mad. They're gonna deem me as perfect now. They're gonna deem me as, well, let's see what's wrong with you. It's a lot of things wrong with me. The thing is, I don't really care about any of that. I'm just saying, hey, come on my train, come over here. It's cool over here. It's peaceful over here. It's stress-free over here. And even when it comes to the situation that you have to remove things or things removed from your life, ain't nothing fucked up here. I go through my usual shit. Yep, sometimes I'm broke, sometimes I got it. Yeah, sometimes I work too hard, sometimes I don't work enough. Sometimes I'm sleepy, sometimes I'm energized. Sometimes I don't eat, sometimes I do. I mean, guess what? It's just a life. And I'm comfortable with that. But see, when you come to a point where you got to put on this whole thing that you just like perfect and nothing's wrong and you just got all the answers and you just tell, we don't have no answers. We don't. Anything might hit us and curveball us. The only thing you have to do is just remain positive. We only 15 minutes in. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm only speaking on the behalf of people who really have good qualities. That wake up every morning that try to be great for people that might not even be worth a fuck. Yeah, I'ma say it. Because there's so many people that dress up really nice and ain't worth a fuck. Their minds are fucked up. Both sides. And we fall for it every time. We fall for the outside appearance. We fall for everything. We fall for the sexual pleasures. We fall for it all. And meanwhile, they're crumbling inside. The thing is that when you are a person that really understands where you are and where you stand in life, you can smell that shit a mile away. You know what's so crazy? That those people be so in denial that they'll blame you. Have you noticed? Like, when you are a man and you're really just trying to say what's really the problem and you're really trying to solve it, they'll say, no, it's because of you is why. Only to turn around and find out later that it was them. Only to find out later that they can barely goddamn be approachable. Only to find out that they stuck in the house. Only to find out that they don't have no life. Only to find out that they're doing everything for everybody else. Some of the things that they're doing, they have no control over. And they have control of their own life. I can see why you blame people. But meanwhile, you have the control. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you guys that I've noticed that sometimes people do have that they're afraid because they realize that whenever there's good energy around them, rather male or female, this is unisex, but I'm only speaking from a man's point of view, but when there's good energy around you, people are going to use that energy till they can't use it no longer. Some people put on a facade to just play a role until they try to see if it's gonna change in their favor, to realize that this is who you really are, and then they have to find a way to get the fuck out. It's gonna start, that makeup gonna start running. That nigga hairline gonna start receding. You gonna start really seeing the real now. That spray on Beijing is starting to rub off. You mad? Don't be mad at me. Just make sure that you understand that everybody ain't the same. People really come from good backgrounds. People don't have no corrupted bullshit where you gotta fight those demons. Fight those demons on your own. For the ones who know they came from good backgrounds and know they've been taught properly, make sure that you understand that don't bring yourself to think that you're part of those demons, because you're not. Now, I'm not trying to make yourself seem perfect neither, but you can write some things down. Listen to people. Listen to your comrades. Listen to your associates. Listen to your friends. Listen to your girl. Listen to your guy. They'll tell you some shit that you know that you ain't been no parts of. Take those signs. You'll find out the reason why they go from home to home. You'll find out why they go from nigga to nigga, heifer to heifer. You'll find out why they go from job to job. You'll find out why. They'll tell you. And most time they wouldn't handle properly. They wouldn't handle with care. And you might be the one wanting to handle with care, but they've never seen it before. Don't fall yourself short. I remember people always talking about pouring in the cups. I've heard it 1,000 times in my life, pouring the cups. But then you know what? It's more about you're not pouring in cups, but they ain't pouring in cups neither. It's kind of crazy. The ones who always have to speak it normally can't do it. I realize that. Oh, you mad? Oh, yeah, you mad. I'm very mad. I'm very upset. If you got to constantly keep saying it over and over and over again, you're not doing it. I'm a bad bitch. You done said it 60 times. No one agreed. I'm that nigga, I swear, boy, I got it like that. Yeah, you said that 1,000 times, my boy. We done seen the pictures of you putting the money to your phone, to your ear. We done seen your shoes. We seen your clothes. We seen your car. We've seen these pictures. Matter of fact, I always tell people insanity always repeats itself. I encourage everybody to go back to their social media platforms and handles and scroll down for the month. If you ever want to have self-reflection, scroll down for the month and see what you talk about. Matter of fact, go a little further. Let's give you a quarter. Let's go 3 months and see what you talk about. See if you keep putting yourself on social media, taking yourself off, putting yourself on, taking yourself off. You start noticing the signs. You'll know what's wrong with you. And sometimes it ain't always the person that's in front of you. Sometimes it's the person that's inside of you. But we have to, first of all, identify that. And we have to be as men. If they want men to be able to be men and stand up for stuff, then this is what standing up is. Sometimes bringing shit to the forefront and saying, what is this? But also, how can we fix this? See, on this platform, we talk our shit, but we always want to know, how can we fix it? What can we do? Nobody's better than nobody. Over here, we all are human beings living by the same rules and guidelines. But y'all heard that. You mad. You mad because you can't handle the truth. Meanwhile, I've always been taught that if you throw it, you got to be able to take it. And guess what? I can take it. Anything that's been heard, found, I don't give a fuck. I'm at an age in my life where I don't have a rep to protect. What reputation I got to protect from shit from high school that I see a lot of these niggas and a lot of these chicks still on? I still was this in middle school. I need you to grow the fuck up. Some of you are coming from your demons of what you once were in the past, trying to prove to the world who you are now. Who gives a fuck? The only thing you have to worry about is, what do you do to your own family and your own circle? Who are you in your own relationship? Because I'm going to guarantee you right now, there's some people that love the hell out of you that's in your relationship that you disrespect all the time. Knowing that you ain't found no love, no better than that. Praying and hoping and being whitewashed to this society to think that somebody else is going to be better because somebody told you that probably ain't got the same motherfucking people. Ain't that crazy, dude? It's always the people, you could do better, girl. They can't do better than them damn selves. Hey, my nigga, get rid of her, dog. But he ain't got nothing going either. Ain't that crazy? It's always the ones who ain't got it that's got to speak up first. The ones who really cherish things is just like diamonds. They keep it quiet and private. But they always appreciate and let the person know that they appreciate them. Not only when they hit them back. Not them late night texts and not those thinking of you or, hey, missing your face or, hey, what's up? I'm thinking about you. I was over here chilling and all that bullshit. That's right. You mad. And as a man who has been through a lot, I'm not bitter or hurt. I just understand it. That sometimes you have good intentions, but people have not really seen it. Self-esteem is at its all-time low these days. People have heard the same old things over and over, and only to not to believe it and only to see other things happen. And for you who are feeling that way in your life, I really do hope that you see the light at the end of the tunnel, because we all have to see it. At one point, I've been in a dark place in my life, but I also brought myself out because I had to. And I understood I had to go back to the drawing board. And going back to the drawing board, sometimes going back to what you were taught. But some people can't go back to what they were taught because they weren't taught shit. They were only taught how to be do boys and do girls. How can you learn from that? Crazy, right? Only to repeat the cycle. There are certain situations of why we are who we are, and the makeup and DNA is of who we are. There's a lot of people that are sensitive now, even not to males that shouldn't be. You can't say a joke these days. You can't say anything. Cancel culture. It's crazy these days now. We got to get back, because they say history repeats itself, correct? That means that it's got to come back at some point. Freedom of speech is going to be extinct if we don't continue to keep speaking. For the ones who feel opposite of what I spoke, you mad? Or am I mad? Either way it go, I'm not. My aggression in my voice shows that I know where I'm standing at. It's just the energy. It's just the gravity of me. The ones that, whatever you say, you know what they are. And we call them bands over here. Because you can't lead nobody to nothing if you're standing behind them. You dig that? So for the ones and the ladies and males who see it from their perspective and their point of view, I think you understand exactly where I'm going. In order to be different, You gotta move different, you gotta see different, you gotta walk different and talk different, even if the crowd don't like it, don't agree, or don't follow. Who cares? Again, thank you guys for listening. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Let me know what you're thinking. If you got a business, music, and event, you know to hit me. FlameGameTime84@gmail.com. Because let's give them your flowers while you're living. Till you feel me. And as always, love yourself, love each other, be mindful, and be wise. And before I go, with this clean cut, what you say how sharp you got me? You know I gotta say it. Peace and love. Shit.